It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to run.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Saints will take over to the first down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And a short pickup to about the 25. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top half.
10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. The Saints at 3-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But there will be lapses that they're looking to correct.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get him inside the 15 down the 14-yard line. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And strong run there as he's inside the 10 and down the 8-yard line.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Here's Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Darnold.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
And now Mitchell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Looks good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and that was
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
And I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you look at the Saints defense, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And that will fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing Jones.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hill. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for us Saints. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run with Neal. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, then they might get hit with a screen. Maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give him credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Return that time of about 14 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Hill to return it. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him as it is. It'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what those games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. James Pierce. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Second down and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Complete. This is Mitchell. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keyshawn Boutte, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Willie Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Falcons 10.
Why you all in my face? Taking up all of my space. You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, what a move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And able to break one tackle, but completely brought down for a nice little gain. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Jordan Addison, 44 yards. As these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I know these wide receivers are not flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 71 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Now Darnold. That is caught. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Saints first down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Darnold. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 38. Handoff now for Pacheco.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Darnold now to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
So now we know better than an incompletion.
And that'll bring up a third and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down.
That's good for another Saints. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down on the run.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. I got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Pacheco. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Runs good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
17.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Pacheco.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To throw again on second down. Jones.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Saints are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Set.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field.